Okay, well, some of the wines of Portugal in the Down region, we did it like this, but also in the Douro Valley, it's very common, even today, to make the red wines, and it's possible also some white wines, but it's more common in the red wines, to make in a lagar. A lagar, it's like a big tank. Well, it can be bigger or smaller, but usually it's a tank like a kind of square, made usually in granite, and we put all the grapes there to do the fermentation in this lagar, and we treat with the feet. It's a very typical way of making the red wines in Portugal, with a lot of oxygen, because usually the lagars, the altitude is like this more or less. That means when we are, I don't know if I can, we are in this, for example, we can have the wine here or also sometimes here, and we have to do to put the grapes, to make this first treating the grapes, and it's quite nice, the work in the lagar. And the wines, depending of if we do a lot of of this movement or not, we can extract more or less. We can have a stronger color or less. We can have more concentrated or more delicate wines. Well, we made a wine in Lagar, in the Douro Valley, because we also have 2 vineyards there in the Douro Valley, and we made a wine called António Lopes Ribeiro Douro, that it's done in Lagar, but we don't. It's a kind of elegant wine. We do a treating for 3 hours, a very good treating. It's treating that we say.
Treading.
Yes.
Yeah.
We made this with some people. It's very military. That means it's not free. We have to do it in one way. It's not going there and do what we want. Usually we have these directions and that we have to do. It's like a kind of choreography. It's very interesting. Usually we made this, the first day we made like 3 hours. The first 2 hours are like more rigid, and the last hour it's more free. But the goal is that the grapes, the seeds of the grapes go into the superficie, and after we can make it one more time in one other day, the next day one more time or not, depending of what we want to do. If we want to extract more or if you want to have more concentration, we can do more. But usually we prefer to don't do a lot, because we prefer to make some more elegant wines. All the fermentation it's done in this lagar for a week, more or less, and after after that the wine goes to a tank, when it can also finish the fermentation, and after making the malolactic fermentation, and that's it. Was born in the Down